Okay. I think we're live. Let me know if you can see this and if everything sounds okay. But yes, we are here to do some sprints. This could be writing, outlining, world building, working if you're doing that. Whatever works. But yeah, I'm trying to get ready for the Cody the writer is doing a 90-day novel challenge starting in October, so like the last quarter of the year, which is going to be very exciting. So I'm trying to get ready. I'm doing like some practice streams. So this Friday and next Friday, I know I'm going to do the streams. And then if it goes well enough, like I don't normally live stream on my writing channel, so I don't know if I really have people that would want to come to writing streams. But then I might try like another time at some point. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but basically, yeah, I wanna get ready. I am doing a book 2 outline right now, which I had hoped to start writing already, but it's been a process trying to get ready for it, but I think I figured out my outlining method and how I'm gonna store all my world building, so I feel like I am on track and getting ready to, you know, actually be ready for that. So let me know what you're working on today, but I need to work on my character arc outlines specifically. Um, I don't know how it'll go, but that's the idea. So I have like all the secondary characters. I need to do their character arcs and get everything outlined and ready. And I'm hoping to get it all done before the 90-day writing challenge. So that's what I got right now. I don't know if we have anyone actually here. I might be just streaming to the void, which is fine. I haven't done this before. This is a practice for me. Yeah, so I think we're good with that. So I think I'm gonna turn off my light because it's annoying. And then we might get into the first productivity stream, I guess. So let's see. I have this set up. I do. Not Photoshop streaming. Here we go. Yes, I think this should work. I copied the I click that. I don't know. Cody the writer was using this in one of their late night streams, and I was like, okay, that's an idea. I can do that. Okay, so I am going to get the stream started and mute myself, and then we'll be back in 25 minutes. Okay, everybody, I think that's the timer. That scared me. I don't think you all can hear it because I have myself muted. But yeah, that's our 25 minutes. Oh, that scared me. I was just super focused and all of a sudden it like, I don't know. It was like a weird sparkle wand sound. I'm not sure. Definitely a jump scare. Oh, could you guys hear it? Oh, I guess because I didn't mute that. Oh, I bet you all could hear it. Yeah, jump scare. Sorry about that. If you all would rather me mute that for you next time, I can definitely do that. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, let me know if you want me to mute that for the next one because I definitely can, and then it'll just jump scare me, and then I'll very calmly be like, "All right, everybody, that one's over." Up to y'all. How did that sprint go for everybody? I got a decent bit done. I feel like mostly I was getting back into it and rereading some of the stuff I was doing before, but I'm almost to the climax for the love interest's character arc. And then once I finish that, I just have to do the sisters, I think. I think that's, you know, let's see. I'm fine with it staying unmuted. It was kind of funny. Fair. Okay. Oh my goodness. Whew, yeah. I'm I don't know why. I feel like this outlining method that I'm doing for this book 2 project is working very well in terms of how it's getting me to, like, really think about it well. Like, I feel like I'm saving myself an entire developmental edit by doing it like this, but also I feel like it's so, like, straining on my brain, and I've been doing it all week, and it's like, "Oh, okay." Let's see. Oh, Tanya tried to get one application done, not quite, but almost. Very nice. Very nice. I mean, yeah, they take a while if I remember. It's been a while since I've been apartment hunting, but I remember it being a bit of a process. But that's exciting. Oh, what time is it? Okay, it's 8:30. So here's another question for everyone. Do you all want to do another 25-minute sprint or do we want to do a longer one? I feel like 25 minutes is decent. That's our you know, basic Pomodoro time. Um, Formica's ready to actually start writing. Ooh, okay. Little project that might turn into a longer story. Ooh, and Annie is the Annie with the frog. Fair. Yeah, I mean, profile pictures are kind of rough. I don't know. I feel like I've had the same one on my writing channel for a while now. And then I just changed my world building channel one yesterday. Oh, side note, fun fact. For those of you who don't know me very well, I'm really into alpacas. And I went to an alpaca store yesterday and they're just sitting on my desk, which is why I thought about it. But these socks, which have an alpaca on them, and they're made of alpaca, you know, hair, full fur, wool, whatever you want to call it. I mean, technically they're fibers. I don't think it's technically wool, but I think you usually call it wool. So I'm very excited about that. And this little pink alpaca. Fun facts for the day, joining me for my writing sprint this morning. Let's see, 25 minutes seems fine, honestly. Okay. Dang, that's fancy. Yeah. I have a thing for them. Yeah, they do look so comfy. I haven't put them on yet. They look like they might be slightly big, like not wearing small shoes kind of socks, but I don't know. I think they're fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. And they have little like sunglasses. I'm so into it. I love them. It's gonna be good because I have like an obsessive number of alpacas. Like I have this one also on my desk, and then I have a lot over there. But it's a mood. It's a mood. Oh, all right. Are you all? Let's see how many minutes. I feel like it hasn't been that long, but like I don't know. I feel like I'm too tired to even chat much. I don't know. How are people doing? Are people awake and I don't know, ready to go? Let's see. I still can't tell if I like this show comments on stage thing. I feel like it's cool, but it like overlaps with the focus timer thing, which is always exciting. Mm-hmm. Yeah, fair. I'm hoping, okay, my goal for the next sprint. My goal for the next sprint is to finish this main character's plot points, because that's what I'm doing right now, right? I'm just making all the plot points and linking them to the right plot line. And then once I have all the plot points for all the different plot lines set up, then I can start merging them all together into scenes, linking to all the individual plot points of all the plot lines. Yeah, in theory, hopefully it works. So that's my goal, is to finish his plot points and maybe get started on. Do I want to do the older sister or the younger sister next? I don't know. Maybe the younger sister. Okay. Are we ready for sprint 2? I think we're ready. Let me see if I can get all this arranged appropriately. Oh, I should have made myself bigger in between. Oh, well, I'll do it next time. This is what these practice sprints are for. That's what they're for, is learning how to do it. Okay, everyone is ready. All right. Let us get going and be prepared in 25 minutes for weird sparkle wand sounds. All right, go. Mute myself. Okay, okay. This second sprint is over. Oh, welcome, Cody. I stole your idea of using this Flocus thing from your last stream. Yeah, I know the surprise, like, I don't know, it makes me think of like the fairy godmother from Cinderella, like, feel like I need a wand or something just for the vibes. Ah, here we go. This is better. Okay, how was that a sprint for everyone? How are you all doing? I did manage to hit my goal of finishing all of the plot points for the love interest. So that's all done. So I'm just started to pull up everything for the relationship with the younger sister, which is going to be interesting because I haven't thought about it a lot. But yeah, I don't know. It's so helpful, like thinking about it like in this concise way instead of looking at like the whole outline all together at once, but just being able to see only the plot points for this one plot line like together to make sure it's actually a full arc and that I'm hitting all the things and it's progressing in a reasonable way and like, you know what I mean? I don't know why I have so many plot points though or plot lines. Let's see. I got 300 words down in that time, and while I haven't finished the scene, every time I write a line of dialogue, another comes to mind. I know I'm almost done with it. That's exciting for Mega. I mean, you're getting through it. I feel like that's what matters. That's always fun. It's been haunting you for 2 weeks. Oh no. I feel like those are always the most like, I don't know, when you finally get to write them, very satisfying. It's very good. Oh, I've been curious actually, now that Cody is here, how many of you all are going to do the 90-day novel challenge or do your own version of the challenge within that Cody's running? Because I'm very excited for it. It's going to be like the community focus to get stuff done because I have book publishing deadlines that I have to meet for everything. Let's see. I read what I last wrote yesterday and trying to get back into that mindset. Yeah. I feel like that's always a challenge, like trying to just get back into the same frame of mind with it. Ah, I know I'm so pumped too, Cody. It's gonna be so fun. Okay, so Alberto, there is a video on Cody's channel. I feel like I should just link it. Let me see if I can pull it up. But basically, it's going to be the last quarter of the year. Let's see, Cody the writer. And it's going to just be like, a lot of live streams across places that are, interested. There's a Discord. Let's see, share, copy link. Okay, there's the video link if you want to check it out after the sprints or, save that to watch later. But it's all about the challenge and it's basically, it's like any other writing challenge where everyone's accountable for themselves, but then they can do sprints together and track their goals together. And I feel like the Discord is super fun. Everyone's been super like chatty and nice there and it's great. Ooh, you weren't gonna do it originally, Tanya, but now maybe you are. I mean, I feel like even if you don't try and write a novel during the whole thing, I feel like for people, it can still be a good way to like set a quarter goals, which I really do like the 90-day timeline. Like that's, if you've seen the Sarah Cannon Heart Breathings HB90 method, all of the planning there is by 90 days. And I feel like it's a really good time period, especially if you're like doing a dedicated chunk and it's not like every quarter, but like setting some serious goals for the 90 days and then just like going at it. I feel like it's very effective. Yes, exactly. Build your own challenge, but instead of stuffing it all into 1 month, it's across 3 months to help prevent burnout. Yes, because we do not want to burn out because that's never good. But yeah, it's going to be good. I'll be doing, I have to figure out exactly what I'm going to do when, but if I were to get all the things I need to get done, I should finish the first draft of my book 2 and do a full like line edit continuity pass. There's a few things I need to tweak now that I'm changing in book 1 just to make sure everything in book 2 is like set up properly. There's some world building stuff I need to tie back in and then just like finish doing my copy edits, and I need to finish all of that and be ready for the proofread. So I need to do that in 3 months, which is a lot, but also, like, remember that I'm, like, doing this and all my YouTube stuff full time, so I have more time now than the average person that has a day job. Let's see. Yeah, give it a look for Micah. I mean, you could turn it into a world building challenge. Like, I feel like you could do whatever you wanted. Like, it could be for writing, it could be for world building, it could be for outlining. Like, you could do a combination of like, this is month 1 goal, month 2 goal, month 3 goal. Like, whatever works for you, I feel like is within the spirit of Cody's challenge. Um, ooh, I burnt out so bad after last November's challenge. Yeah. I feel like every time I really push like that, like even anytime I do like an all weekend like retreat and I write all weekend, I feel like the whole next week I'm just like done. And it's like twice as long as however long you push too hard is. Like if I were to push too hard for a month, I feel like I'd be dead for like 2 months afterwards, you know? So it's not worth it. So I'm hoping this actually helps me prevent burnout because I have so much to get done before the end of the year. Like, I do need to really finish book 1 if I wanna be on track to publish, or I need to finish the first draft of book 2 if I want to be, like, on track to publish it in, like, I guess this time next year, October, November time. And then, obviously, I need to get everything done before proofreads by December, because December, January is when I wanna be doing the proofread slash having, I'm hoping mid-December, I can give it to, my husband and maybe a separate proofreader to proofread it, and then, like, be ready for ARCs in February, I think, maybe to send those out. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, yeah, it's, like, the perfect time to finish right before I give birth. Ooh, that's epic. That is epic. I will say, when I had my son, which is my oldest, that was right after I really started seriously writing. I think I was, like, a few months pregnant with him when I was like, "I'm gonna actually, like I know I've been writing for forever, but I'm getting published now, like, we're going hard," right? I was pregnant when I made that decision, and then I think the most productive and most I've ever gotten done writing-wise was actually while I was on maternity leave with my son. I had his little, like, bassinet set up in my office, and, like, I would, like, write while he'd nap, and then I'd, like, nurse him, and then we'd, like, cuddle, and, like, he'd just lay on my chest, and I'd, like, write. Like, I got so much done on maternity leave, and it kept me sitting, which is good because 'cause I'm a busybody. But yeah, that's an exciting goal, and congratulations and good luck with all of that. I know it can be crazy, absolutely psycho bananas. Yeah, cover reveal is in January. I, talked to my cover designer, we're gonna do a stream, and I'm gonna pull her on, and we're gonna, like, actually show, like, all the stages of the cover design process, like, this is what I sent her, these were all the initial sketches, like, all the different processes up to the final cover, and I'm excited. The cover's amazing, like, I'm in love with it. It's all, like, hand illustrated, and um Enyon is her name, and she's amazing. It's great. Let's see. Oh yeah, if you got multiple kids running around with that, probably not. Yeah, because I did not get much done when I had my daughter. Absolutely not. Yeah, it's just it's yeah, yeah. So yeah, you're definitely got a hard deadline there. Yes, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Yeah, it's gonna be fabulous. It's gonna be absolutely fabulous, and I can't wait, and I don't know. I worry that it's I don't know, I think it is a good representation of what the book is, right? Which it really is kind of a blend of epic fantasy, sword and sorcery, and romantasy. Like, the romance is, like, not the dominant plot line, right? Like, and I think, like, I it's a little bit of a stretch to call it a romantasy. It is a fantasy that has a significant romance plotline, right? So, like, I can market it like that because that is such a big audience right now. But I feel like the cover doesn't scream romantasy, right? Because it kind of represents more of the, like, epic fantasy and, like, I guess the sword and sorcery side of it too, like, a little bit more. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but I love it. I think it's beautiful. Let's see. Bringing your laptop into the hospital? I mean, why not, right? Why not? You do you. Oh my gosh. I feel like I don't know, I feel like everything I work in around, like, when I'm in labor always ends up being this weird fever dream of like, "Oh, and I worked on all this stuff," and, like, I don't know, I feel like my headspace is always weird. Okay, are we ready for the next sprint? Are we still feeling 25 minutes? I feel like it's a good length of time, but let me know what you all think, let me know if you're ready, if anyone has any specific goals that they wanna get through on the next one. I think my goal for the next sprint, I'm not gonna have time to do all the plot points for the relationship with the sister, but I want to sit back and in the context of all of book 2, I wanna really think about what the major points in the arc is gonna be, right? Like, what is gonna be the midpoint of that arc and the climax of that arc, right? Like those all those steps in it, and then I can start filling out all the individual plot points for that. Okay, I think everyone's ready. All right, let's do this. Okay. I have to remember to mute myself. Okay, wait, hold on. Where is Nope, that's the wrong one. Ha! This one. Okay, this is the one we want. Okay, good luck, everyone. There we go. And where's the mute? Okay. Okay, that stream is over. What's up over here? How did everybody do? How was that? I started making good progress. I like to start for doing like my side character arcs with just like plotting out what their history has been just so I can really understand it. So I've been going back through like the little sister's history, which she's a less of a significant character in book 1. So like I didn't think about it too much in the detailed level. But now obviously I need to. But then I got distracted halfway through because my best friend reached out. She eloped yesterday, which was delightful. I got to go there for that. But they're doing a hot air balloon ride and they need more people to help crew it. So I'm going to go help crew the hot air balloon ride, which I used to help them out with when I was younger and we all lived, in our hometown and stuff. So it's been a while since I've crewed a hot air balloon fight. So I'm excited to do that this afternoon. Yes, thank you. Congratulations to her, right? I'm so excited. 347 words. Nice. Very nice. I finished the scene finally, just doing a quick proofread before continuing now to make sure I didn't write something incomprehensible somewhere. Yeah, fair. That just reminds me of the Princess Bride scene. Incomprehensible, right? Time is flying. How often do you do these sprints? Hello, making you stay. This is the first time I'm doing one. My hope is to do them weekly, so I have another one scheduled for next Friday. I'm hoping to continue doing that through the 90-day novel challenge that Cody the writer is running. So maybe it'll be every Friday if this continues to seem like a good time for me. Oh yeah, it's Inconceivable. You're right, Nemo. Good call. Also, welcome, Nemo. That's it. That's what I'm remembering. It's been too long since I've watched that. Actually, we always joke, the marriage is what brings us together today. That was one of our favorite movies, so we kept making that joke at the elopement. It was great. Let's see. What does crewing a hot air balloon mean? So basically, what happens is you have a takeoff spot and you have to, the balloon is like folded up in a certain way. So you have to roll it out, spread it out, and then you have to hold, there's like little lines connected to different parts of the balloons that you have to hold as it fills up. So as it starts to build, you have to keep everything in place so it doesn't start blowing around wildly. So you're basically like holding onto it and slowly letting the balloon rise. And then once the balloon is fully inflated, you hold it on the ground until they're ready to take off. And then once they're ready, you let go, you let the balloon take off, and then you hop in the chase vehicle. And then you have to chase the hot air balloon. And they use like calls and walkie-talkies up to the balloon as they're going. And you know the general direction. And so you might have some like landing spots in mind, but like winds are always a little unpredictable. Sometimes, you get a gust of wind and you don't lower as fast as you need to and you miss a landing spot and you have to keep going. So you're kind of just chasing, follow the maps, trying to stay close because once that balloon lands, the crew needs to be there to help catch it, grab the lines, hold it on the ground so they can get out. And then as it deflates, you have to pull the balloon so that it ends up flat. And then you have to re-roll it all up. And balloons are really heavy. If you didn't know, it's very heavy. It's very hard manual work, but it is a lot of fun. And if you end up having to land in some random person's yard, you have to go like knock at the door and be like, we have a basket of champagne. Can we land in your backyard? And normally they're fine with that. Yes, it is fun and wild. It is very cool. Let's see. Ooh, Tanya does one on Thursdays and I do one on Wednesdays. Wait, really? Okay, I need the links to those because I need that. I need more sprints in my life. I need to like be getting with that. We're gonna have so many in Q4. I know it's gonna be like streams 3 months straight all the time. Welcome, Greg. Let's see. Oh, good morning, everyone. With your what a cool niche skill to have. Yeah, it's fun. I'm definitely not an expert, but when you grow up with your best friend's family who you basically live there, having a hot air balloon side business, like you learn some. If you don't chase it, it's going to be around the world in 80 days. Yeah. Well, it's pretty dangerous to land on your own, because if you imagine, like, to keep it inflated enough that it's not just gonna keep hopping and, like, scattering across the ground, right? You have to grab onto it, you know what I mean? It's a whole thing. You just learn so much about hot air balloons, yeah. It's fun, it's fun. It's you have to be really careful about wind speeds, obviously, 'cause sometimes, like, if the winds are too strong, then you can land and it just, like, takes the balloon sideways and you're just like it can be rough. I was hoping to be able to put hot air balloons in the pillar world I'm building, but then I was like, "Oh, wait, they're gonna be up high, the air speeds are gonna be too fast there." So we lost that, but it's cool. Yeah, wind will push on the balloon, exactly. Oh, you actually consider getting a balloon pilot's license at one point. Yeah, it's pretty cool, honestly. Um, Hello, Anand, what are you doing here? We are doing sprints, so writing sprints, world building sprints, outlining sprints, whatever you're working on. It could be work. We're working on that together. Yes, Nemo, I'm so sad about no balloon gondolas in Pillar World. The winds are too fast. Because I think, like, once you start getting above, like, 8 miles per hour sustained, like, you could maybe go up a little faster depending on where the winds are, but, like, especially at the surface, you do not want that strong of winds. Otherwise, it's really dangerous to land, and I've been on a few, like, rougher, landings, which normally they won't do those when, they're taking people on a ride, right? Like, they're paying for a balloon ride. But, like, if it's just the crew going on a ride, sometimes they'll, be okay with a little bit more bumpy of a landing, but it can be a little bit rough, but it's gonna be good today. Um, It'll be nice. I'm excited. Okay. So I feel like did I ask how everyone did? I feel like I got how some people did. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So I know we have some new people. What are you all working on? What are your goals for the next sprint? I'm still going to be working on the younger sisters plot line. Yes. Let's see. Sorry, I'm getting ballooning logistic text messages because they're trying to make sure they can get enough crew to do it, which is probably going to be a light crew, which means more manual labor, but it's going to be fun. Um, yeah, what are people's goals slash what are you going to work on for the next sprint? Because I think we have time for probably one more sprint. Let's see. I'm working on my eco fantasy, which feels like I've been writing it for an eternity. I feel like it just feels like that sometimes, you know what I mean? You're just fully in the world. Also, an eco fantasy? That sounds really cool. I am intrigued. Making you stay working on an outline. It's not going well, which is why I was asking how often you do these sprints. Yeah, like I'm hoping to do them every week on Fridays. That's my goal, right? But then again, there are other people that are doing the sprints, right? So I don't know if people are allowed to post links in the comments, but I'll try and get those links. But there should be sprints going on a lot of times of the year that people can jump in on throughout the week. So that'll be really nice. And if you join Cody the Writer's Discord for the 90-day novel challenge, I posted the link earlier up in the chat. Everyone's going to be sharing their live stream links there too, which will be really cool. Let's see. Yes, Greg, you don't have to write. You can work on your world building map. Absolutely. And Tanya, I want to get out at least 2 more applications. You could do it. You could do it. Just like keep the momentum going. Okay. Are people ready for the final sprint of the morning? Manly, you should also join the Storytellers Society Discord. We post streams there when they're happening. Tanya had posted it, and that's how I found you. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me write that down. Hold on. Story. Yeah. Okay. Yes, I know what you're talking about. Okay. All right. It's the final push, the final stream of the morning. All right. I am going to get this started. Oh, wait, you can't see it? Here you go. Wait. There you go. And muting myself. Okay, there we go. Okay, okay. All right. How did that go for you all? I got pretty far. I finished fleshing out all of the historical details in the background and like really understanding what the dynamic of the sisters is, so that I can then move on to actually making the individual plot points, which I'm pretty happy with that progress. There are definitely some backstory things that I realized I hadn't thought about very much, and I should have, but I just feel so sad for this poor little girl. Her life has been rough. So let's see. I did have a question from Wolf here about, do I think narrative poetry has a place in medieval fantasy storytelling today? I mean, I don't feel like I'm the best person to answer that. I'm not super a big like poetry consumer. The closest thing I've ever written is I tried to write I guess it'd be like a nursery rhyme using trochaic tetrameter, I think. And that's like the only poem I've written since like English class in high school. But like I'm assuming you're not talking about like occasional poetry in books, like you're talking about like like older school stories where the entire novel is told in like epic poem kind of thing. Like that's the context you're talking about, right? I just want to make sure I understand before I answer. Let's see. For Micah says I spent a solid 8 of those 25 minutes trying to remember what stretchers were called. I had that problem so much, where I just can't remember the word for things. I blame my ADHD. Making you stay outlined about 3 chapters. Nice, nice. That's correct. So I feel like it would depend. Like, I mean, I think that it's a big world. There's going to be a market for everything. The question is how niche it is, right? I would guess that's pretty niche. But I mean, I'm sure an audience for it. I would probably try and do some research on like comps of other people that are doing it right now and just try and see like the scope of those books and what kind of audience is looking into that and stuff. And if it's, I don't know if that's something that like Trad is interested in right now or if it's more like on the indie side, but I think market research is kind of what you got to do there. But I mean, I feel like there's going to be an audience out there for everything. It's a big world, there's a lot of people. I managed to open up the software, managed to add 2 federal level roads from border crossings and managed to number them 2. Nice, Greg. Exciting. Uh, for those of you who don't know, which, they're private maps, but Greg's maps are pretty fun. They're very cool. I've seen them. Yes, Nemo. Nemo loves poetry. I know people hate reading poetry in fantasy books, looking at all those people who skip them in Lord of the Rings, and I dislike them intensely. Yeah, I mean, I think it's one of those things where like it is a niche, right? Like people who want to read like I don't even know what the like narrative prose is, that the alternative to like poetic prose? I'm not sure, but like I feel like it's definitely probably more separate audiences, you know what I mean? Like you'd have to be looking in for the niche of people that are into that. Yeah, yeah. It depends on, the people. Like I definitely wouldn't be the right audience for that, but I just like I don't consume a lot of poetry. I don't consume a lot of short fiction at all. Like I don't really read short stories. I don't really read novellas. Like I really only like full-length novels for the most part. I read a couple shorter things, but like I don't know. I like to be able to be sucked into something and stay there for a while. That's kind of just how I work. But yes, yes. Okay, so that was the last stream, but I have another one scheduled for next Friday, same time. And I think this went really well. So I feel like we'll keep up with them. So I'll probably get some more scheduled after that. I'll probably try and have them scheduled a few weeks in advance. There are 2 Fridays in October that I will not be able to do this because I will be in Edinburgh for KopiCon 2, a conlanging conference, and also just chilling with the peeps, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, I think I should be able to do it like almost every week. And I know some people have been interested in one that's slightly later, I guess for people that are more West Coast, where this is way too early for them. So maybe I'll consider doing some like on a Monday or Tuesday, like basically around the time that this one ends. So like It's like 10 AM my time. I'm not sure. I might consider it because like I'm gonna be doing this work anyway, you know what I'm saying? Um, Hi Jennifer. Yeah. I know we've already done all the streams, but yeah, we'll be doing this again next week. And if you're one of those people that's like in a later time zone, I'll put out a poll at some point, closer to October for the 90-day novel challenge that Cody the writer is putting on. Might try and do like a Monday, Tuesday, like 10 AM my time, Eastern time kind of stream. Maybe. I don't know. Later time would be good for me too. Okay. I will put out a poll. So keep an eye out for that. I'll probably do it like in the next 30 minutes because otherwise I will forget to do it. And just yeah, I'll put some like options in there for days and times and we can see what works best for people because I'll be here and I'll be working. Oh yeah, from like this was abnormally early for you. Yeah. So then like a later time might end up working better for you too. There's definitely a lot of people that are a little bit later. So, you know. Um oh, you just came off work to catch the stream. Yes. Nice, Greg. Yeah, it's weird with all the time zones like people are all over the place. I don't know. It's always weird to me like it's fun but weird like interacting with people from all over and trying to remember like okay like this is what time it is in this part of the world and most of my viewership is here so it's this time for them, you know, like thinking about all of that is always, you know, a little bit crazy. um oh wow, yeah, lots of European. So okay, I know side tangent, I know we're wrapping up here, but I feel like most of the people I interact with on live streams and even like the people that I've talked to enough to know where they are, I feel like they're almost all in Europe, right? However, if I look at my demographics for my channel views, it says that most of my views are in America. So like, are most of the Americans just like not talking to me? You know, are they all the lurkers? Like Americans are just lurkers? Is that what's happening? I don't know, but I think it's very funny because like it really is most of the other like content creators I talk to, a lot of them are in Europe. A lot of the people that are on my streams are all in Europe. And it's weird because most of my demographic says it's in America, which I don't know. I think it's weird. I think it's trippy. But yeah, okay. I'm gonna keep talking forever if I don't stop. But yes, I'm going to be doing this again next week. There will be a poll about doing a slightly later time earlier in the week. And let's see. Yes, we have a club chat for the Patreon in 2 hours. Oh my gosh, it's only in 2 hours. I have so little time today. Okay, I got to get to work. But yes. Thank you all for coming for my first writing sprint stream. I think I technically did one like 3 years ago and was like, oh, this is scary. I'm not going to do it again, but we're back. And I'm excited to keep up with these, and I'm excited to get work done over the 90-day Q4. And yeah, have a wonderful rest of your Friday. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will hopefully see you all next week. Bye.